Is feeling anger a beta trait? And my answer may surprise you, but the answer to that is yes. Anger is actually a beta trait, and I'm about to tell you why. The reason why anger is a beta trait is because it's actually a feminine trait, okay? Anger is feminine. It's not masculine, because a masculine trait, a masculine behavior that would be in opposition to anger would be calmness, non-reactiveness, iciness, what I teach you guys, right? It would be like if you saw me at a venue and say I got into it with a guy or a girl or something like that, and I just started getting angry, start doing a temper tantrum, start losing it. You'll be like, what is M doing? What a beta. That's what you would think, right? No different with any other guy, whether you know him or not, okay? Anger is beta. Now, does this mean that you can never feel anger? Of course not. You're human, right? You're human. Every male and female walking the planet has a certain amount of testosterone and estrogen as part of their DNA, okay? It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. Every female out there has a certain amount of testosterone, and every male out there has a certain amount of estrogen in them. The question comes in is where it's like, how much estrogen do you actually have in your system? And the more emotional you are, the more of a crybaby you are, the more temper tantrums you throw, the more anger you constantly feel, the more hostile you are, the more estrogen you have running through your system, the more feminine you are. And the thing I've noticed about guys who are constantly angry, okay, before I get to that, let me just say, anger is something that you're just gonna feel from time to time. Even I feel angry from sometimes, right? Sometimes I just have a bad day. My cortisol levels have shot up. I have not slept enough. I'm a bit irritable. I've worked a little too much. And, you know, it might have been like a week where I didn't give myself a break, and I just have so much going on. We all have bad weeks, and then we tend to feel a little bit of anger sometimes, right? That usually is a result of stress, and we might lash out a little bit, okay? You know, in many ways that's normal, and it's very common, okay? I'm not gonna say it's uncommon and, oh, if you're ever angry, you're always beta. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm just saying that if you're constantly angry, different story. If you're constantly angry, constantly hostile, constantly just throwing temper tantrums, you can't control your own temper, then yes, it's beta. Okay, because you are being controlled by your emotions. Who else is controlled by their emotions? Women. Okay, women are controlled by their emotions. They are primarily controlled by their emotions. So whenever you are allowing yourself to be controlled by your emotions, you are acting out of your feminine frame, not your masculine frame, okay? Whenever you do that, you are identifying more with your mother than your father. You just are, right? This is why, like, I'm so against single mothers raising children, especially boys. Because those boys are going to grow up to be very feminized, to be very emotional, to definitely identify with their mothers. Okay, not all the time, but most of the time. Many of my followers who grow up in single mother households, the reason why they follow a guy like me, the reason why they listen to me, the reason why they're learning from me is because they identify more with their father. That's why you're here if you grew up with a single mother. The guys who come on this channel and like my channel and hate, throw shade at me, attack me personally, and like, you know, guys like that, the reason why they don't like what I have to teach is because they identify more with the feminine. They identify more with their mother, not their father, but their mother, because they are operating out of their feminine energy. And no surprise, whenever I like go to these guys' pages or their social media, the rare times they actually link to their social media, they're always subscribed to like Vox or Vice News or like Mic'd or all these other SJW channels, and they're always supporting these SJW like feminine causes. They're basically male feminists, and the reason why they hate channels like mine and content like mine is because they are stuck in that feminine energy, because they identify more with their mother than they do their father. And a lot of these guys didn't necessarily grow up with single moms. A lot of these guys might have grown up in two-parent households, but because their father was so weak and never reprimanded them like a strong male role model should, they gravitated more towards their moms, their mothers, than they did their father. I wasn't that close to my father growing up, but I've adopted many of his behavioral traits. I've adopted many of his personality traits. My older brother was actually closer to my father than I actually was. To this day, he's much closer to my dad. For some reason, I've adopted a lot of my father's traits, right? I was never a mama's boy or anything like that, don't get me wrong. I just kind of like to do my own thing. I was the youngest child for the longest time, so I was pretty much just kind of always like wanting to do my own thing, and my older brother and sister were more or less taking up my parents' attention, so I was kind of like just always off on my own. I loved my parents, but I never identified as like a mama's boy or a daddy's boy, right? But I did end up downloading most of my father's behavioral traits, so I identify with him much more than my mother. So for these guys who like come on my channel and they don't like what I have to teach you guys, these guys generally are, like I said, they're stuck in their feminine energy. And the thing you have to understand about feminine energy versus masculine energy is that feminine energy craves drama. It craves, like gossip, and it craves like pettiness and manufacturing fights and throwing hissy fits. That's why you'll see a lot of these guys act out like that. They'll act out like a woman would, right? They'll act out like maybe their mothers do, right? If their mothers throw temper tantrums like that, they act no different than their mother. So at the end of the day, is being angry beta? For the most part, yes. You should never constantly be in that state of anger. It's beta. Okay? It's beta. Can you feel angry every once in a while? Like, you just have a bad day? Of course, that's normal. And you know what? I believe you should allow yourself to feel that. But if it's like daily, if it's like constant, you wake up angry, go to sleep angry, yes, it's super beta. You're stuck in your feminine energy and you need to get some help. And at this point, if you're a grown man and it's gone that far, you may need professional help. Because if you look at these SJWs, if you look at a lot of these people who will are part of the outrage culture, again, social justice warriors, they're constantly looking for something to be angry about, upset about. It's like they can't function in a normal society. They just can't be happy. Again, they're like women, right? Women can never be happy. So they're the male version of a woman. They can never be happy. They're constantly looking for some new thing to be angered about, outraged about, so they can cope with life. If they don't have their emotions to identify with, they're completely lost, right? Because they don't know what it's like to act out of their masculine frame versus their feminine frame. You feel me? So, is being angry beta? Absolutely, right? In the sense that I described, absolutely. If it's daily, absolutely. If it's just once in a while, that's just part of life, okay? Because again, we all have a certain amount of estrogen, right? It's as men. It's just that some guys, especially these male feminists, social justice warriors, guys like that, who are constantly angry, if you were to test these guys for their estrogen levels, you would see them just through the roof, right? They are not far from being women. So, with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M, aka Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Also, make sure that you hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. Okay, more importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, so you are notified every time I upload a brand new coaching video here to my Alpha Male Secrets channel. So please make sure you're subscribed as well. Helps me out a ton, especially with the YouTube algorithm. They don't like promoting videos like mine, coaching videos like mine that help guys, help take you to the next level, help bring you into a higher dimension, turn you into high value males. YouTube, social media platforms, they don't like it when you teach guys to do this stuff, right? But I'm teaching you guys to, and all I ask for in return is that you subscribe to my channel, okay? And for you guys who want to support all of my work, all of my content, all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my Premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I'm hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my Premium Alpha Male Secrets content from YouTube in the event they try to shut me down one day, which I would not be surprised if they do. But even if they do, all of my Premium Alpha Male Secrets content will be protected on a private platform because I am paying for it, right? So this is the absolute best way to support me and support my work and my channel is by becoming a premium subscriber of my Premium Alpha Male Secrets channel. And right now you can become a Premium Alpha Male Secrets subscriber for just $1, right? All it costs is $1 for the entire first month of Premium Alpha Male Secrets coaching videos from me. And it's really easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.